All right, let's just jump right in. For a while now, AI has been this handy tool in the software development world. But with something like ChatGPT-5 Codex on the horizon, that whole relationship, it's about to get a major shakeup. So today, we're going to break down what this new model actually is and really dig into how it's poised to completely redefine the way we code.
I mean, just pause and think about that for a second. That sounds like something pulled straight from a sci-fi movie, right? But this is the core promise of Codex. It's an incredibly bold claim, and it's hinting at a massive fundamental shift in how we actually build things.
So, if you've ever used an AI coding assistant, you're probably used to those little auto-completions. They're helpful, sure, but what we're talking about here is a whole different league. This is a leap from a tool that just gives you suggestions to a partner that genuinely understands the context of your entire project. Let's see what that really means.
So what exactly is this new AI teammate? Let's get under the hood and figure out what we're actually dealing with here.
Okay, the easiest way to wrap your head around Codex is to picture GPT-5, but it went and got a PhD in software engineering. It's been trained not just on everyday human language, but on the deep logic, the syntax, and the architecture of countless code bases. It really is the specialized coder brain of the whole GPT family.
And look, its skill set goes way, way beyond just spitting out a function. It can debug your code, find and fix errors, and even review your pull requests with the kind of sharp insight you'd hope for from a senior dev. It can tackle massive tasks like refactoring huge projects that span multiple files. And that last point, that's a big deal. The goal here is to become so good that it ends that frantic search, the one with a dozen Stack Overflow tabs open just to solve one bug. This is the part that's kind of mind-blowing. It's not just about giving it orders. It's built to actually learn your coding style and adapt to it. It reasons through the problem you're trying to solve and works with you, almost conversationally, like a real member of your team.
All right, so we get it. It's powerful. But what's really the big deal here? What actually makes this version of Codex such a massive leap forward?
This right here gets to the heart of the change. Your older tools were pretty good at following very specific, strict commands, but Codex is designed to understand the intent behind your request. It already knows coding best practices, so instead of giving you a quick, simple reply, it can give you a really well-thought-out solution to a much more complex problem.
And one of the coolest new features that makes this possible is something they're calling reasoning time. So instead of getting an instant, maybe kind of flawed answer, you can give it a huge task, and it'll actually take time. We're talking minutes, maybe even hours, to just think. It'll plan an approach, it'll test out different solutions on its own, and then it comes back with a well-structured, totally usable result.
Just imagine what this means for your daily workflow. Picture this. You push a messy commit. You're not totally happy with it. Before a human teammate even lays eyes on it, Codex can jump in, perform a review, flag potential bugs, and suggest actual improvements. It's like having an automated QA expert built right into your process.
And this quote, this really nails what's so different about it. You don't have to list out every little detail, like use async functions, follow these security protocols, make sure you hash the passwords. Codex just knows that a secure login system implies all of that. It gets the unwritten rules of good software development.
And of course, with all this incredible power, we have to ask the big elephant in the room question, right? With an AI this capable, is the human developer's job on the line?
Okay, let's tackle that question head on. How is this tool going to reshape the future for developers instead of just replacing them?
The best analogy for this is the Iron Man suit. The suit itself is just unbelievably powerful, right? But it's nothing without Tony Stark inside, giving it direction, creativity, and purpose. Codex is the suit. The developer is the pilot. It's a tool that's here to augment our abilities, not replace us.
So what this really means is that the day-to-day job of a developer is about to get a serious upgrade. We're going to spend way less time on all the tedious stuff. The boring boilerplate code, the frustrating bug hunts, and all that freed up time can be poured into the stuff that really matters, designing elegant systems, creative problem-solving, and genuine innovation. And at the end of the day, this is going to be the real game changer. The teams and the companies that learn to integrate tools like Codex are going to have a massive advantage. They're just going to move faster, build better things, and innovate at a speed that others simply can't keep up with.
So where does that leave us? It feels like we're standing at a fork in the road. Is this the dawn of the ultimate developer tool, a true partner that will unlock a level of creativity we've only dreamed of? Or will it end up devaluing the very skill of writing code itself?
The next chapter of software is being written as we speak. The only real question left is, what role do we want to play in it?